Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of the Digital Loctician podcast. Realize we had to switch up the name, but nonetheless, we are going to be talking about trusting the process. And tonight's episode, which is episode 12, cannot believe it, we will be peeling back the layers of perfectionism and how it shows up in your lock journey. But before we get into that, if you're watching live on YouTube, definitely interact with us in the comments. As I ask a question to our guest tonight, I invite you to answer it as well. And as we are conversing throughout this podcast episode, I would like for you to drink a glass of water. All right, can you do that for me? Is that something that we can do? Hopefully the answer is yes. And without further ado, I'm going to bring Katina onto the podcast. Hello. How
Hi,
are you?
Jocelyn. Got my water.
Got your water? You are prepared, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's everybody take a sip in honor of episode 12 of the podcast.
Absolutely.
So I would like for you to
Rock
introduce
family.
yourself. Right, introduce yourself to everyone. Let us know your name, where you're located, and how long you've had your locks.
Hello, everyone. I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. My name is Katina, and my locks are 6 months old. I had them started October 1st with a loctician with comb coils, and this is where we're at, frizz and all. I
Frizz
mean,
and the style. They're looking nice
oh,
and full and beautiful.
this is the best I can do. I've just been able to get it in that bun in the last month. So it's like,
Okay.
because I started, the length was probably about right there. So, it's a little something there now.
They're growing good. What brought you to the lock journey?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's take it way back. 2004. I did the big chop. I was relaxed for years before that. Then I went through the let me stretch my relaxers as long as I can, the whole demarcation and working with that. And I finally just cut it all off 2004. And honestly, from 2004 until 2015, I wore like a 1 inch,
Oh
two
wow.
inches totally. And then I grew it from 2016 until, okay, when I get my locks, okay, till April of last year. And then I just got sick of it because it got to like, let me see, like, where can y'all see me? Here. And then it
Past your
never
shoulder.
got it. And then it just seems like each year I would like straighten it. And it seemed like it got fuller,
Yeah.
but then it stopped right there. I was like, okay, whatever. And another thing, I was one of those people that had the vision when I had a big fro that I could wear it out and just look cool and it blows in the wind. No, 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 no. It would start here and within 30 minutes, it would be here
All the way to your scalp.
and mat it.
Yes.
My hair
Yes.
was like,
Yes.
I want to mat. So, after battling that last April, I said, I'm just going to cut it back short again because I love the curls. It was so wonderful. So I cut it myself. The difference from 2016 to 2022 was Katina now had a whole lot of gray and the pattern, it wasn't the same. So I had
Switched up
some
on you.
curls and some long curls, and it was kind of curling, and it was half this and half that. And I was like, okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I want my hair back. But I didn't want to keep putting that same little 2 puffs, 1 puff, because that was it. I
That's
never
all the
could
all
wear
the
it out.
styles you were doing. Yeah. That,
That
that is yeah.
was it for
Yeah.
2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was over it.
I am sure so many people can relate to like having their loose natural hair returning back to natural and just feeling stuck in the box with
Yep.
the simple styles that you could do and achieve
Yeah.
with it. I
Yeah.
mean, we could dive into perfectionism and expectations of our natural hair
Let's
as
do it.
well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wherever you want to go, I'm here for it.
I want to go to your lock journey because you cut it short.
Mm-hmm.
even and decided to start locks, even with having the silver hairs sprinkled
Ooh,
throughout.
Lord.
What was your vision for your locks?
I was on YouTube and Instagram, and there was this one particular girl. I was like, I think mine would look just like hers, not even
Mm.
realizing the picture that I was looking at was a starter lock picture. So
Mm.
I've got the vision in my head. I'm just gonna have these shiny coils that are just so shiny always. So the first thing I had to accept was that hair is not shiny.
Yeah.
Matted hair doesn't have that sheen, so I'm okay with that. Again, perfectionism. We can keep going with it. I have 180'd in 6 months. Like, yeah, I wouldn't even open the door a month ago. I was like, go get the door. I got my starter locks. I think I opened a door yesterday for the Grubhub. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
You see
Where am I
my locks
going?
growing?
Yeah. I was like, I got a little something going on now. So yeah, it's
We
whew.
gotta unpack that, right? Because with locks, especially, people think that they're supposed to be shiny.
Oh my, why did I think that? I did. I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna
Because
be
these camera reflections, the people taking pictures with these camera phones, the flash on, they give you
they
this
fooling you.
perception of locks. Yes.
It's not shiny, guys.
So
And I'm
what did you do the first month? Like the first month you had your locks, they
okay.
probably were shiny when you first got them, but then they started
Oh,
to
were they?
no.
Oh, they were shiny, honey. I was sending selfies to my son in California. I'm like, oh yeah, look at him, honey. This is how it's working. I already know what's happening. So then, weeks went on, and I was moisturized every day, rose water. I didn't even have my pure scalp or my moisture infusion yet. I didn't get that to 3 months in. So I'm good now. I'm on an autopilot, get it every month. It's all good.
Thank
So
you.
I was, and I'm just like, oh God, what happened? So I go back to my loctician after 3 weeks. She was like, your first appointment, I want you back in 3 weeks. I thought we were starting over. I was like, what happened to locks? Where are they? Like, it was like a fro and just some coils at
Little
the
buns
top.
at the end.
I was like, are we restarting them? What happened to them? Ooh,
What
child.
happened to my nice, perfectly coiffed coils that I had there?
Yeah, the selfies and the sending the pictures to my son, that stopped abruptly. I was like, no more pictures. No more pictures.
Do you have any pictures from month two to like
Oh,
month six?
yes, for
Okay, okay
myself.
for yourself, not for public consumption.
Yeah, when they're like yours, then I'm like, let's go back at the beginning. And yeah, these are the pictures I never shared. I got like the first day picture, shiny. And then I think the next picture on Instagram I have, I'm like 4 months. I'm like, yeah, I got lots.
No, see, and that is why I wanted to have this conversation because the perfectionism shows up
It's
even in
real.
how we share the journey with others, right? Because when I first started, I was like, oh,
This
okay,
is what it's
this
supposed
is
to
how it's
be.
supposed to look, right? Is this? I don't. Should I wash it? Should I what should I do?
It's a shock to, and I'm 50 years old. Like, it was my birthday present. I turned 50 September 26th. I was like, October 1st, getting locks. And it was like, whoa, who are you? Like, you ain't the same girl 50 years. Okay, let me work with this new makeup, new earrings. Oof.
You had to
Like,
change so much.
literally,
Yeah.
I got all these satin scarves. I was literally wearing them every day. And my fiance, God, I love him, with his Russell Wilson hair, not plain. Okay, that's what I was up against in the house. He's like, you don't have to wear those scarves. I love your hair, girl. Ooh, that gave me everything I needed. Them scarves,
Right.
I wear them at night now to go to
Yeah.
bed. But I was literally like, I'm just gonna wear a scarf and some makeup. And he was like, I hope you're not wearing that for me because I'm okay with your hair. I'm good.
What were you covering your hair up
Hmm.
for your fiance mainly, or was it also for other people? Like, did you have anything, a head wrap and things on when you went out with your starter locks?
Yep.
What
I
was
had
the
one
thought
that's got
there?
the automatic, bow on it. So you just put it on.
The
It's like a
push back
cap.
button.
Look, the first time I went to my loctician, she tried to undo it. I'm like, no, no, no. It's already, you just pull it off. I didn't do this. I did not do this, okay?
It came
Calm
like this,
down.
all right?
Yeah, you just put it on and it's there, okay? You can slide it to the side, put it to the back.
To put it to the back, all the
Ooh,
ways.
yeah, check
That
the
got you
mail,
through.
anything. Because see, and let me tell you, I'm gonna be real honest, y'all. I work from home. I
Okay.
don't know if I could have done those first 3 months outside of the home without,
Why?
because aren't we talking about perfectionism? That wasn't
Mm-hmm.
perfect. There was nothing
Mm,
perfect about mine would not stay twisted. Like
yeah.
every time I went back, I literally felt like she was starting over. And at my fourth retwist thing, she did the little I
The
thought she was
crochet?
like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh no, we're not interlock, because I look up myself, I'm like, wait, we started with coils and twists, you can't change it
You
up,
can't switch it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, she
You
was like,
already
no,
did
no,
all
no,
your
no, no.
research.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't supposed to do this. She was like, no, 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 just out down your shaft. So I almost felt like she insta locked me in four
Yeah.
months, or seriously around here and that, like they just wouldn't stay.
Yeah.
That top, oh, it was good. It never
That
unraveled.
matting was
That
matting.
same coil is still there. All the rest of them, it's just some new stuff because she had to like start something new going on. And then they've been good since then. So my
Yeah.
last two times, it's like when it washed, it just looks exactly the same. I'm like, oh my God, it's staying now. So
Yeah. It's really starting to lock. So when you went to your loctician, they did your hair, and then you came home in between. What was causing them to unravel? Did you know in those first couple months?
well, we all got different textures here. I feel like I'm saying the same thing everybody says, but I do. Like the front and the sides, it's like my mama hair. The middle is African hair. So I already felt like, what I mean? I already knew something was gonna be different. So I knew, and I told her, I said, it's softer here. She's like, yeah, yeah, we're fine. But that, it just wouldn't stay. And she kept doing it. And then at 3 months, she said, hey, next time you come, I'm gonna use the needle, the
The
crochet hook
crochet hook. Yeah, yeah.
to keep those in, and they've stayed ever since. So I think it was probably also because I literally was putting rose water in every day. Now, no, 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 no. Twice a week.
Yes.
Calm
Yes.
down, Katina. Ain't nobody got time
Right.
for that. Okay. Mm-mm.
You know, so I feel like that perfectionism can also show up in the product usage, right? Like feeling like, okay, I gotta
Yeah.
do something to my hair every
Yes.
single day.
Every single day I thought I had to moisturize it. Well, I guess, yeah, moisturize. Just using rose water. I'm not really an oil person. I don't know if I want to get into that, but yeah, just I do have your main radiance, but I just like put a little bit and I just kind of rub it
A little bit
all.
goes a long
That's it,
way.
because I
That's
just
it.
don't. I've never been an oil person, so
Well, that's good because I feel like in the lock community, oil is overused all the time. They
they
always talk about using
literally. I
oil.
see people that are doing this. They're like, "See my oil, and this is how you moisturize." They go,
It's pour the whole
and then they're talking, and then you see it
rolling
run
down their neck.
down, and
Yes.
you're just like, "So
Yes.
that's moisturized." I'm like, that looks greasy to me, but
But it gives you that shine, right? So going back to your
yeah,
original idea of your locks, you wanted them to be shiny.
I did,
So
but not with the
so
oil.
now, well, now how has it changed? What is your vision for your locks?
It's totally different. Like, because first off, I already, nobody's locks look the same. I totally agree because mine don't look like nobody's I've ever seen in my life. And I love it because what I'm more appreciative of now is texture. That is
Mm,
something, at least me as a loose natural, I ran from, because every day it was got my jam, got my water bottle, and it was like, and then brush, brush. So literally from here to here, it like had a perm or relaxer, sorry. And then this was like to the point where people actually thought I was wearing like a piece. I'm like,
oh
no, it's
wow.
all mine. But I would so want to have this part so perfect.
Yeah.
And to now say, no, the frizzes, I have to embrace the frizz. This is what has to happen for me to have Jocelyn locks, which I never will have yours.
Not Jocelyn
That's only
locks.
in a dream, but
I received
I have
that.
dreams. Yes.
But just having healthy, strong locks is the translation for that.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. And
And
speaking of the gray, no, no, no. Let me finish that. We didn't even go to that. So I knew I was going to get my locks, and the week before, I colored it. So now I don't
mm,
know if you guys can even see. There's definitely like, there's black, and then there's like that's like a brownish.
It's like a brown color.
See,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like two different colors. So I did. So I guess, and then I look at everything you say about, oh my God, you got to do so much more work if they're colored. I'm like, well, I already started in the bottom because I this is all I know. I don't know any other way.
You don't know anything other than
Oh,
doing too
I
much.
don't even know. So, and then of course now I'm using your wonderful products, Pure Scalp, because I exercise, moisture infusion, and my main radiance, and it's a wonderful thing. And I go to my
Love that.
loctician, every 4 weeks
Every
because
4 weeks now.
I haven't tried to do anything myself yet.
You haven't washed them yourself yet?
Mm-mm.
Haven't given that a try?
No, but I'm really thinking about doing it this time. I really,
Okay.
really am. I've got the towel, the microfiber towel. I've got the shampoo. I didn't get yours yet because when I saw it was on back order, I was like, "Ooh, no, no,
Yeah.
no," because I might wash my hair before that. And
Yeah.
now it's here, and
It's
I'm like,
coming soon.
oh, "Okay, you ain't even, it still isn't here, so good. I
Yeah.
don't feel bad." So I'm thinking maybe this weekend, maybe I'll try. But then I'm like, it's gonna be even more frizzy. What do I do? I even got the little bonnet thing that I hooked to my blow dryer so I can
Mm-hmm.
dry it.
To dry
Yeah,
it
you said
properly.
don't air
Yes,
dry
yes,
it, even
yes.
though it ain't that long. I probably could air dry it, but you said don't do that. So because of you, I got the attachment ready.
Got all your things. Yeah. So you have yet to wash your hair yourself yet.
Yeah, no.
Out of, would you say it's a fear or an uncertainty of what comes after that shampoo?
Yeah. I think I'm like, should I try to do something afterwards? Should I like braid? I mean, because it's frizzy just for me, just spraying it. What the world's it gonna look like?
You put water all over it.
Oh Lord. I mean, it looked good when she shows it to me. She's like, look how good it looks wet. I'm like, yeah, but then you do stuff and then I go in a dryer and then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
It's that in
terrified,
between.
Jocelyn. You
Yeah.
might get a text and a
Yeah.
picture.
Hey, send it my way. Part of the digital text club's part of the benefits.
Oh,
But
I'll
I
send
will
you pictures.
say, listen,
Mhm.
I waited weeks to shampoo my hair the first time when I had my sister locks because I was petrified. But one thing is for sure, and I feel like people also comment in the chats, that first shampoo, doing it DIY yourself, as scary as it is, it
Yeah.
feels so empowering, like
Really?
afterwards, because it's like, oh my gosh, I can take care of my hair, I can take care of my locks. Like I have the ability to cleanse them thoroughly at home.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait. You're working out, exercising.
Girl, okay. I got a wedding coming up. Let me tell you, speaking of perfectionism, I did not want to get married with starter locks. Are you crazy?
Mm.
Who? So I'm getting married next month and I'm gonna get my first style. My loctician said we're gonna do the little two strands so you can take it out and have little crinkles. Ooh. So that's a big step because that's really, I mean, pictures and everything. So, 7-month-old locks are gonna be in a lifetime picture. So I
It's
think
a
that's a
part of your
huge,
journey. That's a
yeah.
huge step.
May
That
19th.
is
So
big.
getting married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy. And he is
There's
fine, so that helps. Did I mention Russell Wilson? Hey, I'm not playing.
Hey. I've had clients share similar experiences, like not wanting to start their locks because they're about to get married or they're going to be in the
Yes.
wedding. And the amount of times I've had to consult with people that's just like, can I wear a wig over my
Oh
new
yeah, and
locks?
I don't do
Was that
that.
something you
I
considered? You
no,
no?
I've never been that type of person. So I would have just been like a scarf or something. And come on now, I
Did you
see people
consider
that
pushing the
rock.
wedding back?
Yeah, because look, our wedding. This first off, we're 50 years old, so this is both our second marriages. We're going to the courthouse, but even so, we
Okay.
got three bitches.
You
Okay.
gotta take pictures, right?
So yeah, ain't nobody going to courthouse with starter locks. I'm going with 7-month-old locks. Will they be? Yes, and hopefully a little crinkles. I don't know, maybe a little bit more length in another month. So yeah.
But you were gonna push it back to how long? Like what would have been the
Well, honestly, I probably
ideal
wouldn't have even
time?
done it now. I probably would have
Mm.
waited even another year, but my fiance is like, look, okay.
We
They
we
look good
push it back because your
now.
hair,
To
right?
him,
You
he
so
loves
good
it.
with
He's like,
them.
they look good. Let's do it. I'm like, okay, let me just get a style. Because again, perfectionism. You got the right person on for today. I promise you. Because, ooh,
I mean,
I
I struggle. I still struggle with perfectionism. Mine just looks different. I feel like in the starter lock phase is very much the frizz. It's very much, can I
very
style it? Like
much.
I could not tell you the amount of times I looked at myself in the mirror like, can I just get it in a bun, like in a ponytail? Like then I would feel like I'm doing something
Oh
when
yeah.
I was at that stage. And now at this stage, I'm just like, is it lint here?
Oh,
Can
girl,
people
you
see
got me
my
obsessed
lint?
with the lint. You know, I
It's
tried to send you the video of the lint. You didn't even watch it. But anyway, now because I have gray, I'm always like, oh my God, that's gray. Oh my God, that's just some more gray. Oh, it's driving me crazy. I'm obsessed too. Yeah.
What do you want to do with the do you continuously color your
I
roots?
haven't, but
You have it? Okay.
I'm going to color when I go back on April 30th, because that'll be, 2.5 weeks before I get married. Yeah, we're doing this.
Touch up.
Yeah. Mhm. That
And
little
is it
bit.
going to, you're going to continue that, or you're just doing that for the wedding?
I think I am just doing it for the wedding. I think after that,
Okay.
I'm just gonna, yeah, just let it just grow out, and I guess have that little ombre look. I guess with the
Yeah.
brown at the bottom and black and gray
Natural
at the
color.
top.
Natural color.
Yeah, they have natural at the top. Yeah, so I don't even know how good that might look. So we'll see.
How are you feeling about your silver hairs? Like even when you were going natural and then coming into your locks, like the texture shifting, how did that feel for you?
But when it was, collarbone length, you could kind of just hide it in a good
Yeah.
bun or two. But once it never really bothered me. It hid, it like would be inside of my puff. People like, you ain't got no gray hair. I'm like, that's what you think. But then when I cut it, I was like, oh wow.
Mm,
Because I would read, oh, my gray hair, it's so different. And like, I don't even see any problem when it was longer. But when you got short hair and you're trying to wear like a wash and go, that you used to be able to wear when your hair was all black, and now your hair is going, you better add something to this. This
right.
ain't working. This is not curling. This is little curl, not curl, African, not, it was just everything. It was wow. So then I realized, Husa, that's not going to work. We need to grow your hair back. So that was April. And then I waited until, yeah, October. Had a few, like I said, where was I at? Where's the camera? About right there. And all I could do was a little comb
The
coil.
coil. Yeah. Yeah. So you just had to embrace it at that stage. Do you have any friends that have locks?
I do. I actually have two, and both of them have started after me. So
Oh
I'm like,
wow.
I'm the seasoned vet here. Yeah. I'm
You're
running.
inspiring people.
Yeah. And then I've got a neighbor downstairs. Oh my God. Like she's got my loctician's number and like, help, I want locks now. I'm like, oh Lord. I said, I hope she ain't got lock envy over this, but oh wow, that's crazy. But
Why not? You out here inspiring people. Your locks look amazing.
wow, And then look, see, they're starting to do that thing where like
Getting little split ends.
should I cut that? Or I thought that's supposed to like
Yes.
curl. Oh, thank
No.
God. I
Th-
can cut that.
that comes out. Wait, don't
Oh, look, can I
you
cut it
reaching for?
right
I was
now?
gonna say you're reaching for the scissors on the video.
Look, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'll be back. Where's it at? Look,
Wait,
oh wait,
no,
where?
no, no. You got to use a razor. Don't use scissors.
Seriously?
Yes, yes. It's better to use a razor
Oh,
for that because then it'll make it a little bit more jagged, rough, so it'll come
just
back in
like
it.
quick,
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
okay.
Versus if you use a scissor, it's going to be a straight line, and then they'll forever just kind of like hang out to the side.
Mm-mm, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that. You grab them scissors immediately.
Girl, hello.
You've been looking at that thing like, you know what? You got to go.
I know, and I can really see it on camera. I'm like, oh wow, it don't really look like that in person, but that is bothering me.
I had the same thing. We've all been there. If you don't trim your locks, trim your hair before you start your locks, those little
But when you
things will
start
show
with
up.
that much, what am I supposed to trim? It was that short. What?
You
Seriously?
already
That
you
should have
already
been
had a full
trimmed?
cut.
Wow. Okay. Well, I did not get a trim right before. And then I colored it literally the weekend before, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, they're still beautiful. We've all had those before.
I love them though. I will be really honest. I don't show them to too many because I don't need that energy. But
Yeah.
I'm yeah, I'm loving them.
It was a love in the beginning. when
It
you first
was,
started them
yeah,
and
they
they were
were nice
shiny,
and shiny, then I got
and then a
scared.
little like scared. Yep, fear. Now you're back in love.
Yeah, I think the love came at about maybe January.
Okay.
Honestly, probably after she did that little
The
and they
crochet. Yeah.
stayed because I'm telling you, it would just be like I had a fro. There was no parts. It was just like, why does this keep happening every time?
Oh, now I have to ask you, what do you have a particular parting system?
Yes, it's diamond. I didn't even know. Look,
Mm,
when I went to my loctician, I love Daphne so much. She has locks, and her sister has locks, and she was like, I know no hair envy or anything, but she was like, your hair is so similar to my sister, and I started her locks, diamond part. I know that's what you need. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I do. But I'm gonna be honest, the diamonds don't look quite as crisp as they did in the beginning. But
mhm.
in her defense, I know, my hair likes to marry. She
And
doesn't
creep
force,
together.
she doesn't do
Yeah.
that popping. So if some kind of stay over here, so some are perfect diamonds and some are getting a little oval and
Yeah.
it's not. Some are, yeah, she doesn't force anything. I mean, they're clean when I leave, but each time they look a little bit slightly not quite the same, but I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
But see, that is how, and I appreciate her. I like her too,
I
because
love
that is how you keep your scalp and your locks healthy.
it. Yep.
Because a lot of people don't take into consideration your parts. In between your parts, there's hair follicles. New hair grows all the
Yes.
time. So it can creep in there. But the times when you take a comb and you part down, get that real
Mhm.
clean, crisp
Nope.
part all the time,
She does
and
not do
spreading
that.
it out, you breaking hairs. It's just, I believe it's not worth it. Just use your
No.
hands and kind of separate it.
She does. And if it's
Yeah.
a part that likes to stay on this side, and guess what? Now there's a little bit more over here, and I'm okay. And I never thought like right before I got them, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get them done like every 3 weeks, and they're always gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna have barrel twist, and they're always gonna have like curls at the bottom. Like I was like envisioning all kind of crazy stuff that my hair ain't never gonna do. And now it's like I'm not even worrying about that. Like I was like, I want everyone to be the same size. I've got like a super fat one over here and super skinny ones here, and it just makes them so unique, and I'm totally down for that ride.
I love that. So that leads me to, I feel like, one of the biggest questions about this whole journey. What have you learned about yourself since having locks?
I have learned that for many, many years, I was just trying to fit in, just trying to fit in. And now, I mean, people do a double take. I don't know. They're just like, has she combed her hair? Who knows? I feel like there's a double take because I got locks. I'm like, yeah, that's what you see. But it does. Anybody's got locks. I know you guys know people, especially someone that's seen you before. It's like, wait, is that? So you've got to have a newfound confidence,
Yeah.
and I mean, you look different. I mean, I look like a totally different person to me. I think I look younger now. I'm in love with what I see, whether anybody else feels it or not. And I think that's how we all feel when we have locks. It just becomes this empowering
Yes.
feeling that it has just evolved in my 6 months. So I can't even imagine how I'm gonna be in a couple. I might be on the. I might look. It's me and Jocelyn now. We're doing our podcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You look me up, girl. I'm telling you.
Right? No, I totally agree. Locks give you confidence. They help you feel
Yes,
empowered. It's just it's a different vibe.
it
When
is. And
you
let's
embrace
just
it.
talk about how we feel when we first moisturize our hair and do that
Mhm.
shake. I
Gotta
ain't
do the
never
shake.
felt that
Gotta do the
with
shake.
loose. Woo, that is the best. It's like you have to eat like someone's like, no, you ain't gotta shake, don't shake. And then I'm like,
You have to shake.
it is the best. You never felt that much air in your hair when it was loose
Right?
natural. It's a beautiful, most wonderful. I just love it. I get excited about moisturizing my hair just so I can shake it.
It's
Cause it
not even real
does move.
moisturized if you don't shake. If
Woo,
you
it is. I feel
yeah.
like it just goes down the shaft. Like, yeah, it just looks it's like, yeah, I think it shakes a little more. Then, kind of hangs a little long for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, there we go.
Did it go
It's
back
coming
up?
along. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, it's okay. It's okay. You coming along. I love you
It's
anyway.
okay, baby, right?
It's okay. I know you coming. I know I've seen the progress with others, so I know it's coming. It's coming. So
I love that. So if you could give any advice to that woman that is considering starting locks, but is in her 50s, wondering what people are going to think, what people are going to say, are her locks going to be those perfect comb coils? What advice would you give to them?
First off, girl, stop. Whatever you thinking, to stop and think of this as a new journey. Like, you will learn yourself all over again. And at 50, come on, what else do we got to do? Do it. You'll look different, you'll feel different. I mean, I exercise more because I got locked. So I'm thinking every time I exercise, it's giving me fluid in my hair. You know what I mean? Like drinking my water every time. Like every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, my hair. I never did every day as loose natural. It looked the same for years. Like every single day you will wake up and you will see a change in your
Yes.
hair and you how you feel about your hair. You will love it. Your texture. Oh man, I would see texture Tuesdays. I'm like, what is it? Texture Tuesday? Child, I'm texture every day. Like every day I
Right.
like to try to take a picture. I try to take my scarf off just because everything's mushed, but in a wavy way. It's like, ooh, that's so pretty. Ooh, I love it. It is beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful journey.
Do it. So if you're thinking about it, do it. If you're a person that's like, oh, it's got to be this way, that way, throw that out the window. And anybody in your life that tells you it's got to be that way or this way, say, you ain't got nothing perfect going on over there either. So
Right?
that part.
Just start and trust the
Just
process,
do it.
right?
And that
Just do
process
it.
goes by so fast. I think when I first heard trust the process in October, it was like, well, maybe in a year. I saw changes in 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but 3 months in my life goes by very fast. So it will
Yeah.
be a difference before you know it. And take pictures, whether you share them with anybody or not, because I don't.
Right. Not no
But
more.
I scroll through every day and go, girl, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
I see you.
Right? You see you
And I'm happy.
growing? You
Ooh, I see
growing? You
her.
filling
She's showing
out? Like,
out.
look at that.
I'm gonna be
It's
ready for the
it's
summer. Hmm.
summer locks are created in winter, okay? So you
Yeah.
started at the right time.
Yes, 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 yes.
Summer, you're gonna be out here really swaying with the spray
Mm,
and the summer's gonna be fun. All right.
ready. My shades on, my locks over my eyes.
I can see it. It's a vision.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
see your
vision.
picture.
Send me
As
a
soon as they
picture,
get that
okay?
long, I'm gonna take a picture. It's like, why does this girl send me a picture of her locks in her face? Oh, that's that one girl from episode 12. She funny.
She loving her locks,
She
okay?
got it. She did it. Okay.
I really enjoyed you, Katina. Thank you so much
My
for being here
pleasure.
with
Thank
me.
you. I'm honored. As us new lock people, Jocelyn talks to us too. So,
Yes, yes. It's a whole experience. It's a journey, not a destination. All
amen.
right.
Thank
Thank you so much again, everyone. Please follow Katina at CatBright1 on Instagram, okay?
you. You'll see some
And
lock pictures.
right, and see them pictures. She's gonna start posting them for you all. Okay? Right?
Yes, I will. I'll start. I might even. No, I'm not even gonna promise nothing, but
No
I will be
problem.
putting. Yeah, I'm not promising the back ones, but going forward, I'm there.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I hope to have you back on again,
I'll
sharing
be
them lane goals. Maybe after a wedding, we can see some wedding pictures and things.
May
Okay.
19th. I'll send you some, and you can decide what you want to do with it.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank
I
you.
truly appreciate everyone being here with me tonight for the Digital Loctician podcast and the Trust the Process segment. We had to switch it up. Of course, this podcast is sponsored by Crown Elements. If you're looking for hair care products for your locks to support your healthy lock journey with plant-based botanical ingredients that you can trust, that you can love, make sure you head over to crownelements.com. We have our shampoo, Just Clean, released. It's still available for pre-order. We getting it together, all right? So you can head over to crownelements.com and find all of your lock care needs. And if you enjoyed tonight's conversation, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing the episode with a friend, all right? The more the merrier along this journey, okay? Thank you so much, Digital Text Club. I appreciate you showing up and showing out in the comments. I see you. We'll be talking soon. Just us, right? Not all on the internet. You know how we did that other time. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace, love, and goodbye.